Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad matatag!
Normally.
Much easier for them to kind of figure out what they need to do at every point in the game.
So they showed us their last pick, and it does seem like it's gonna be Wyvern mid. Maybe that will create a bit of an opening, though I don't think it will. You just don't want to really go for this, especially with Arctic Born and Splitter Blast potential Conjure initiation.
Top lane, Mary is falling low, and Mary's dead. Without it, well, the Tusk, wherever he rotates, he's gonna be finding kills. So I'm thinking this is actually a pretty solid start for X3. Those side lanes are looking pretty decent, at least in terms of kills. In terms of last hits, we can see that Sugarat is suffering.
He did get a kill. Oh, BNC, he's actually going for an aggressive play towards Terrorblade, and they're not gonna get it.
Nah, they won't, and BNC, they might get him one more attack, and it will takes that advice here on BNC. But for now, X3 having a 1k gold in the mid lane, though. Stoikov will get level 6 a lot before Natty Narwhal was able to farm the side camp, so the difference in CS is gonna be pretty much apparent here between the two of them. Can Stoikov do anything with that level 6? Can he go for Tusk? Speaking about that, and going for sound bottom lane, Dark loses his life, and Nesfir getting really low. He's gonna have to be very careful about Nukamari, so at least something going the way of 11. Even gets the infused raindrops, but I'm just not sure that he's gonna be able to lane in this one any longer. Do we see a storm rotation come out soon? I'm feeling like Stoikov will have to change something.
He will absolutely have to go in here because BNC might be going down once again. That's fair, pressing his metamorphosis, and BNC, is he just dead? Yeah, I think he is.
He does have the extra movement speed, but still nowhere to juke around. He will finally come over and it's gonna
just giving a little bit of it away, which is not ideal. But luckily for him, he didn't create an opening in the top lane. Palantimos, even though he had level 6, he didn't go for any kind of kill. Sugarrat understanding that he's just chilling here, being extra safe. No, actually, he is a Rapture.
Sugarrat getting himself away, not for long though. They have the dispose and the damage will be sufficient to go some go Echo Saber, some go Dezo, some go instantly for a BKB, which I would be okay with this game in particular. Whatever he decides, I'm gonna be okay with it. He didn't bring out his phase boots, but now he wants to kill BNC again with the Arcane Rune. Fighting against this Tusk would be a really big mistake, and again it's gonna be BNC dead. He's gone. Mary, they will let her live, so at least the Enchantress will live through this one, or will she? Natty Narwhal is gonna have another shards. Actually, he just turns around to farm. He doesn't
aggressive plays. They're actually smoking on a couple of heroes. Mary is showing, but nobody else is, so Tusk might be overvaluing himself here.
He's going for Mary, but he's gonna be coming into so many heroes. The Solar Guardian will be there. Natty Narwhal thinks about going in. He will not get silenced, but Mary most definitely will. Winter Wyvern, they need to kill Dark before he uses anything, and he will use his ulti. Maybe the Storm Spirit can die. Look at that, Nukamari doing so much damage to the Storm, and Stoikov is dead with the Snowball finishing him off, and that's gonna be another one Rink with the double Palantimos. We talked about him. Dawnbreaker, 1500 HP. I'm not sure if Sugarrat will be surviving through this one. The Celestial Hammer, he's not going anywhere. They just pull him in, and it will be a nice, easy pickoff. Right now, look at X3. They're in a smoke. But to be honest, Razor should know that this is coming his way, considering, okay, BNC doesn't know anything. You know nothing, BNC. A little bit in, you know, in the heart of the new series that is coming out. The Dragon or something, who the hell cares what it's called. BNC though, he is gonna be pincered now from every single side. He has nowhere to go, but it will be a small price to pay. It will take them pretty long to get this kill, and they're gonna be leading the charge. It's gonna be Palantimos up front. He's going for a Basher now trying to kill the Razor, but there's gonna be so many people around you. The Solar Guardian is there. Natty Narwhal trying to TP out. That's not gonna be happening, my friend. You might have a BKB, but using it right now would be a mistake, and Sugarrat coming to that fight was a mistake that you will remember for at least 42 seconds until you're back in this game.
I'm absolutely fine with what Fraser is doing, honestly. Like, at this time, BNC
just bleeds to death. They crush the bug. Nesfir is there trying to protect his own triangle. It is not yours any longer. With BNC coming over, who bullied me? Who was an aid to me towards the start of this game? Nesfir though losing a lot of damage, but the Terrorblade has a ton of it. He will use the Thunder, and now his HP is full. 11Monkeyz will have to back out with the Weaver coming back to life in the ring, buying back and getting a double there, and 11Monkeyz have to bail. At least the triangle will be defended, and straight into Roche. This move from 11Monkeyz, it was Chad-like, but it might end up. Sphere doesn't have the guts to go forward, considering he has 2 lives. That's pretty weird. Speaking about 2 lives, Sugarrat, he might need that many if he wants to get out of this one. He's not using the BKB. Now he uses it, but the question is, do you even survive? He goes for a TP out. Seems like he'll be able to get himself out. Nat and Narwhal going for Stoikov, and now he's gonna be the one falling. His damage is being taken away. We thought you were a brawler, my friend, and he will get a punch out before he dies, at least.
I think whoever gets an opening, basically, whoever gets somebody under vision and gets a good read on where the enemy is right now. Dark might be going into trouble.
Oh no, they couldn't get him into the snowball, but they killed Stoikov. I guess you take that any day of the week. BNC would like to escape, but you will be caught in a prison and bashed immediately into the ground. Yep, they got a good jump, 11Monkeyz, but not good enough. Even, actually, Natty Narwhal, if he was a little bit faster there with the snowball, they might... Natty Narwhal trying to look for someone. He's still not a kung fu guy, only knowing boxing for now, and he goes in. That's gonna be a really nice uppercut onto Nukamari, who's looking very much dead. Jumps to the side, a beautiful Winter's Curse though, but look at the Terrorblade. He's losing a ton of damage. He has to stand his ground, but not really gonna be doing that much with 150 damage being taken away from him. He still has his illusions. There's more of us demons here, and they'll get 2 kills. Sugarrat standing his ground. He knows that he's gonna be losing a lot of HP, but a snowball save. Hello, Stoikov. This is exactly where we want you. Valentino's going forward with the Dawnbreaker being cold embraced. He will survive. He's being attacked by his own Terrorblade. Nesphere though getting pretty low. He can swap the HP here where if he wants to, but they're chasing for a kill. They might not need to get Natty Narwhal. He is gonna go slowly for that punch, but boy, when it does connect, Enchantress is cut in half. 4-4-0. 11Monkeyz ready. They're coming for him. He's gonna be seeing the haste taken. Now he needs to run. Is he gonna be caught? Yes, with the rupture. Uses the BKB, stands his ground and dies like a man. He kicks the Bloodseeker between the legs. You will not be getting any small Bloodseekers out anytime soon. But the thing is, the Tusk, he's dead, and the Bloodseeker is still living.
He also gave away the gem. It was a bit derpy because he placed it in the triangle area for his teammates to take it. And Nukamari, he's just passing through. It's like, oh, free gem. It takes a gem from him. He would have given it away anyways because he ultimately died. Now, a bit of a problem for Dark. Actually, not only Dark, but the Triggerrat as well.
That's not a bit of a problem. That's 2 people dead, and you know, first Aegis for the Terrorblade didn't do much. The second
he will be a lot safer. So you know, Extremes, they just gave away so much so that there is now a parity in terms of items because Valentino finally he's going for
Stoikov is just a good, but the saves from the snowball is gonna keep his buddy safe. And no, Nesphere uses the metamorphosis, but he needs to stop the Winter's Curse. It's gonna be huge. It's on their carry. They've all turned around onto Palantimos, and he thought he had friends, but he's actually playing 1 versus 9. Literally, PNC wants to go out, but you're gonna have to stay for a snowball fight there. So this could be a red flag that you know, X3 might be doing something, and 11Monkeyz, they are gonna be taking themselves back, but X3 going all the way around. The Razor will show himself on vision. No, you should not be there. They have the uppercut punch. They're gonna have the Walrus kick as well. Go into our team. TP out. Is the Razor gonna try to do it? But the Storm comes in with the Vortex. That's what you wanted to see. The ulti from the Winter Wyvern, only 1 hero, Nesphere. He needs to use the Sunder. He's trying to do it. He's trying to do it. He's gonna get frozen. Nesphere, can they let you in? Can you take someone's soul? No, because you're frozen. He tries to go for it. Not gonna be happening. Mary, why didn't he turn there? Why didn't he take his HP? Now they've lost 3 without their Terrorblade. The damage just isn't there, or is it Triggerrat that's just doing the damage? The Lotus Orb there. Now the Storm is inside of a snowball. I can do that as well. Stoikov was a kid once too, and he's gonna be knowing how to throw those ones out. No, Triggerrat is just doing so much damage. He has a Lotus of his own. He's gonna be thrown to the side though. Marcy really doesn't mind.
He's going for Abyssal. He will be a little bit more tanky with a Vanguard component, but he's really lacking the stat damage. We saw him trying to go toe-to-toe with Terrorblade, and he lost it very convincingly, even with a shard, even with all the buffs, even with the help from his teammates. And Palantimos, he needs a Scotty, I believe, or an Abyssal or something, but he needs a survivability item.
Dark, he gets with the ulti. Nukamari, he's looking like he's gonna die. Poor little guy, everyone is against him, and now they're gonna be going for the Seeker as well. Valentino's isolated, he's not moving at all. And Nesphere, look at him standing his ground. Where's your carry? Who's gonna fight me now? No one coming even closer to Terrorblade. Stoikov jumps in. Let's see if he can do something. Not gonna be doing anything. He goes for the refresher, but he's all alone in this world. Who's gonna refresh your life? The Aegis will, but actually he does have the mana necessary with the Arcane Rune to get out. A refresher Arcane Rune Storm is the only 11Monkeyz right now, and I really liked how much damage the Storm did there. Okay, the Storm now is gonna be kicked back. He is gonna get pretty far, but he gets there into a piggy. Uppercut punches there with Lotus Orb. They're keeping him safe. He pulls in that in Arwol, who has a BKB. The question is, can you use it? He goes for the snowball there, but Razor is gonna be fine. He's the only one inside of the Winter's Curse. Nukamari now taking a lot of damage. He came close to the Terrorblade. That's a big mistake, my friend. But they're trying to go in. The Seeker still not finding a target. Valentimo's going to the side. Nestor no pumps a BKB at the right time. They can kill the Storm once, but no, he wants the other ones. We don't really care about the Aegis. The Terrorblade being pushed back. He has the Thunder, but he'll never get a chance to use it. Valentimo's got him down, and there's that fight that they were looking for. The race car. Is there anyone who wants a little bit of a beating? Dark says no, please don't do that to me. And the Weaver gets caught. Stoikov doing so much damage in the ring. He thought he was invis, but not gonna be any bad hero to go up against. But he gets ruptured. Immediately goes for a snowball, and then Winter's Curse is gonna be there. Marcy taking some damage. That Sphere does have a Lotus on him. He turns around onto the Razor. Marcy is gonna be dying first. He gets absolutely destroyed. BNC. There's not gonna be any difference between those two. That Sphere uses the refresher. He still has the Satanic if he wants to use it. He actually moved the Scotty into the backpack. Source Spirit without any mana. He wants to die so he can buy back. 3 buybacks on the side of 11Monkeyz. Is that enough for X3 to run away? They are gonna try for sure. But the Abyssal of the Terrorblade, he does have the Lotus Orb on him. Stands his ground. Uses the Demon Seal, but he's being absolutely destroyed. Come into us. The Lightning pulls them all in. And it's gonna be 3 heroes dead. Make it 4 with the Terrorblade buying back. And as you mentioned, the Tusk has no buyback of his own. And what he's doing to Illusion, he has the Revenant's Brooch on the Enchantress. Okay, he literally destroys anyone, like anyone. They're gonna have to start buying back. They don't have the meta on the Terrorblade. This could be the end of the game. Dark goes for the ulti, but he does have the refresher. He doesn't have a buyback though. He might have it there. Gonna use the refresher. Now using it onto the Marcy. That's a hero without the buyback. That's absolutely being demolished by our own teammate Sugarrat. He just bought back. He has to be very careful not to die. Even with the cold embrace, the pure damage will be his demise. It's a 3 versus 3 scenario with the Terrorblade without his ulti. He has the Sunder, but he cannot use it there onto Palantimos. He maybe wants to use it right now onto someone. He will use it onto his own Illusion. He's gonna have it in a 5 seconds there, but he needs with the Satanic. He needs to heal up. He'll get bashed. He won't be doing anything. This game one sucks. It is over.
I want to see the end game damage stats because personally I feel like this very Enchantress was the X factor for 11Monkeyz.
I actually would like a troll for the laning stage to save the Jakiro from the Tusk. But, you know, I just don't feel the troll with this limited amount of lockdown that X3 have. So they'll go for the Spectre. There's your Spectre.
If they go on Jakiro, they will kill Jakiro, and then they will 2v1 Spectre and make his life hell. So a lot of the hinges on his ability. So Tusk, green TP.
I actually like this one. Nadin Arwol is looking like he's gonna be dying, especially with the Tusk being there. He has nowhere to go, and that's gonna be a first blood from Stoikov.
Until X, and you know, there is a lot of damage coming from Fightringer.
Look at that. He wants one more hit. He does have the boots. Jakiro is actually gonna need 2 more hits now. That's not a good dive anymore for Nukamari. He's actually gonna be the one dropping. Oh, he's definitely gonna be feeling bad about that one.
Yeah, Darks are right. So to me, it's enough for him to have a decent time now in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Rink went for a dive. The Tiny doesn't want to stay with his Timber Saw any longer, and you know, you then are kind of forced to make plays like this because you don't want to be just wasting your time and leave position to survive. And 11Monkeyz, they won't be getting anything other than some rotations actually in Rink dropping low. Nukamari, that should be a dead Tiny, especially with the Torrent connecting. One more hit, he's dead. Nadin Arwol though does have the ulti, and he'll be burning down Nukamari. So in the end, a 1-for-1, I'd say X3 are gonna be happy with the trade.
I think they're absolutely fine as long as they can delay this game and make it kind of even, kind of dry in terms of kills. As long as they do not bleed too much.
Rim, and we are gonna be jumping into the game as well. Palantimos is a pretty aggressive position. He needs to be very careful on Rink. Avatar's combo. Oh, no ulti from the Zeus just yet. It's not even gonna be needed.
Yep, that was a mistake if I've ever seen one. Palantimos being a little bit too aggressive, being a little bit too greedy, gets punished, and Nadin Arwol gets a pretty nice bonus, not only in terms of gold, you know, but also experience. Experience is probably more important in this early game. Netsphere might be the counter punishment, but will be able to TP out. Nukamati, get back. Stoikov says, you failed to do your job.
That was a mistake from the...
Dude, right?
I see him going for pickoffs, but I also see now X3 seeing that he has a Shadow Blade and being like, okay, we are now gonna punish you for it. Meanwhile, mid lane, Rink, he does find Mary. Ulti on the Zeus still ready, but a beautiful Winter's Curse. You're not gonna be jumping anywhere unless we take you up into the air, my friend. Mary now gonna be pulled into that snowball, and because of it, you're probably gonna be left alone to die. Nukamari doesn't finish off in the ring. Nesphere, they really want to be here, especially with Palantimos coming over. The macro power is there, but in the water, we don't really care about your fire. We're just gonna be baiting ourselves into that one. Sugarrat comes over. He's gonna try to cut down something. In the end, not really gonna matter that much. And with the Spirit Vessel, he has to be careful how he approaches this one. The Malefice keeping it in place. Another X was ready, but just a set was so unfortunate for X3, and I don't know, it just gives so much for 11Monkeyz.
Yeah, this lead is now 4k, but returning to this point I was making, like, you cannot join on the sphere because you don't have the items to, and now you're getting punished for it. The sphere, I think he will be going down. TB is coming out, Goikov. Oh, they don't have enough damage, but they will have enough damage for that in our wall.
He does have a Eul's there to protect him from the Kunkka. The Torrent will not connect. He uses the Eul, saving him for the time being. And the Spectre is coming back. You wanted me. You got a billion of me. You don't even know which one is real. But you know what? I hurt. And I'm gonna hurt every single one of you. Come here, Mary. What a play coming out from Ness here. That is how you join. And now Sugarrat is taking some damage this time around. He's not gonna be there next to the viewer. Can he turn back time? Yes. Palantimos will be fine with Enigma in the vicinity. He's gonna be going in onto Sugarrat. Can they get the kill? Palantimos being caught. They see him perfectly, and they're gonna be bringing him down. He uses the swarm there, just wants to allow his children to live, but when the Weaver is dead, the children die as well. What is Nukamari doing? He's going for a kill. Now surrounded by 4 heroes, he's probably gonna be punished, and BNC goes with the black hole only onto the Jakiro, and he doesn't care. Even if he would get him, even if he would get those 2 heads, it wouldn't
Build up to help with that.
Nukamati though being caught again. It's gonna be the ulti from the Zeus, but Nukamati goes into the snowball. He does have a blink to get himself out. The question is, will he get it? Yeah, he most definitely will. He gets himself out in time. He still has the spectral dagger on him, but not for long. They'll keep him safe in the ring. Misses that one. He's looking pretty dead right now. Spectre goes in with the ulti, or is that just gonna be the small one? Yeah, it's the small ulti. It's the shadow step. Now the big one is coming. BNC though frozen. He's gonna be okay. They have the snowball save as well. Okay, the ulti onto the illusions. Those illusions need to kill each other, because right now you need to run. Zeus doesn't have the ulti, but they'll finish off the Winter Wyvern. At least something for their troubles. X3, they used a lot for this one. If the Winter Wyvern is the only thing you get, damage, I don't know. Damage. Avalanche though will connect. It's looking like he will lose the Aegis. He actually turns back time. Now with the Shadow Step, they see him perfectly. The Yules will be there. He's still surrounded by so many heroes. Palantimos will try to run away, but the Ice Path will be waiting for him. This bug will be frozen. Where's the help? Where's my teammates? No one is coming to save you, my friend. They will come over, but a little bit too late. BNC now with the BKB Black Hole. Now definitely the damage will be an issue. Going for the Tiny. The Tiny will die. The Rink is dead. Tokov uses the BKB. The ulti onto the Jakiro. The Jakiro could be going down here. He's dropping down low. Nukamati is gonna turn around and finish him off. No snowball though. He's looking like he's in trouble himself. And let's see now. Here comes the Sugarrat. They see him into the Glimmer Cave. The god, the Zeus, sees everything. BNC finds the regions. Is gonna be able to turn around and fight. Still has the BKB Black Hole. Built it from the Spectre. That was only the Shadow Step. Doesn't have the big haunt, but we'll have it in 20 seconds. 11Monkeyz without their Beaver. The damage isn't. Rink is leading the charge. They're gonna see Mary. It's really bad if Mary dies right now, but that's exactly what's gonna happen. The Spectre comes in with the big haunt. He wants to fight. The Ring though taking a lot of damage. It seems like it's gonna be a 1-for-1 very fast. Weaver caught, but look at the damage. The Ring didn't even die. Palantimos needs to use his ulti because he's gonna burn. He doesn't even get to do it. And 4 heroes of 11Monkeyz, they're cleared out without any chances to re-engage. I think that's Scotty decision, not going for a BKB earlier.
A lot of conditions, but it's only the only way I see for 11Monkeyz to make a comeback in this game.
They have really good team fight, but then again, when you look at X3 and their ability to just see everything before the team fight starts, is a problem. Rink goes for Nukamari, tries to get a toss back. Not gonna be happening. The snowball will be saving Nukamari for the time being, but the damage of Sugarrat is just insane. He's 15-1, having a perfect game. They didn't punish him at least once, and he had a really bad early game. The Hex will get returned there. Kunkka, he's gonna get the taste of his own medicine. He's trying to use the X and will be using a Sugarrat. We just said so many nice things about him, but he will just drop. It's gonna be a lot of gold into the hands of the Weaver. Make that 900. He just bought his BKB and he's gonna be returning the Dragon Lance. Does he seem like a guy that isn't expecting it? Beautiful Avatar's combo. Weaver already uses half his HP, not even using the ulti. There it is, the ulti being used. Dark taking some damage. The Kumari a little bit too deep. There's the Spectre. Comes in. Nesphere though, not gonna be doing that much. They connect with the Winter's Curse. Can they kill him? They are trying to go for the Spectre, but they don't have the HP necessary. And the Black Hole onto nothing. It's gonna bring nothingness here to 11Monkeyz, and they're just dropping like flies. BNC, he didn't manage to connect with the Black Hole, and now he will get tipped. Has the Titan Sliver, so you know he still has that one now. Another Shadow Step used, tossed back. Nikomati just dead. He does have a buyback. The ring though, he's gonna be going down here. They do have a bug on him. He's losing a lot of armor. A few of the hits there. The Lotus Orb definitely won't be helping him. Nice ice path. They can't go forward that easily. Palantimos with the BKB though. A buyback coming out from both of the position forces that die. Palantimos though, without his BKB, needs to be very careful. If he gets stunned, and that is exactly what's gonna happen. No, he turns back time in time, and Palantimos runs away. He has been dusted, but he gets himself out in time. Mary loses his life, does buy back. That's a big team fight ulti that you have to rely on, but the Black Hole is a bigger one, and you don't have that one at your disposal. Nukamati just dies immediately. Nothing that he can do about that one. He just dies. He didn't have any way to get himself out. And X3, no reason for them to chase. Stay in your base, stay there, and just wait for
a way to at least get a foothold in the fight and equalize the chances. And even that will probably not be enough because this Winter Wyvern is just dead.
Yeah, Mary's dead. That's gonna be a dieback. 80 seconds on the silence. We're trying to make something happen, but really good positioning. BNC uses the BKB. Sugarrat is coming over to attack him. He gets pushed back though. Nice usage of the Psychic Headband. He did use his refresher, so now doesn't have that much. But look at Nesphere going forward. He has that Mage Slayer level 25. We'll see what he takes. Is it gonna be the Dispersion? Is it gonna be the Haunt Illusions? Both of the talents do make sense here. And X3, they get the tier 3 down. On the bottom lane, they can't push just yet. So 11Monkeyz, they might just keep themselves away for now, understanding the dangers. But he uses the Haunt right now, sees everyone. BNC without the BKB might be in some trouble, and they're gonna jump on him with the Abyssal Blade, trying to finish off BNC, but he'll be okay. Spectre a little bit too deep, surrounded by tier 4s. I'm not sure that's the place that you want to be in. They found his use as well. He has the Yules, but the question is, will he get it off? Yes, he does. And again, it's a Black Hole to one target. It's gonna be pretty underwhelming. BNC with his Black Holes isn't gonna be too proud of them in this game. Look at the Weaver, gonna be finishing off Sugarrat. That's a big kill. Palantimos doing the damage. A nice pad though. It's gonna be connecting on him. If they get the Abyssal Blade, if they get the bash, he's gonna turn back time, but there's the bash. They don't see it. Palantimos trying to run away. Not gonna be successful in the ring. There to finish him off. Dark will actually get the kill. Toss back Spectre. He's gonna be going onto the Kunkka exactly where he wants to be, being pushed back by the Enigma into the exact same spot that he was looking to be at. And in the end, X3 will get the victory. 11Monkeyz, they tried everything in that last fight, and they will not be getting any significant kills. Sugarrat dies.
It's pretty easy to connect an arrow when the target is slowed or inside the Dream Coil, especially as there are several of them. And Mirana has proved
these are there. Palantimos being slowed down by so many things. He's not moving. 100 movement speed. I wanna run away, and you will go nowhere. They will give the first blood to Rink. I think they didn't want to do it, but in the end, it
happened. I expect something happening in the top lane. Palantimos getting and Rink and Sugarrat decently low.
Sugarrat though has 21 charges. Skywrath Mage has 7, so currently it's their lives are not in danger, and Sugarrat will use his sticks. Does have a little bit more than half his HP, and of course those sticks are gonna be getting themselves up yet again. Mary is taking a lot of damage. That might be a kill, and Mary drops just one slap from Sugarrat. He's turning around on Palantimos as well, though, through the Bristleback. I don't know if it would be a smart move to go for, and Sugarrat won't even try.
A bit of an unexpected kill when Palantimos might be going down as well. One more hit from Sugarrat. He wants to connect the car hammer, will not be able to. Smart play by Palantimos. But I feel like it was a mistake by Ios. He also had Fairy Fire, I believe, at the time. So maybe he survives if he uses that. But we'll get Palantimos back on track. And Palantimos, level 4, no, double point in Bristleback. I'm a little bit disappointed.
I have to say, Sugar, that shield crash, and now it's actually all of them that need to run. Natinarwal says, I will not run, and just turns around with a level 4 swashbuckle, gets the kill. Arrow not connecting on anyone, just gonna be going through all of that. The ring dropping low, and he will actually die to the right clicks of Nukumati, and that's gonna be the earn charge for the Mirana as well. So I'd say ultimately 11Monkeyz are gonna be happier with what just transpired in the mid lane.
I think they're coming out on top because their Ursa is not feeling any pressure. Sure, you don't feel any pressure on this Bristleback, but this hero is all about not feeling anything with his back turned to you, right? On the other hand, Ursa, if she gets a really good timing and she looks like he's getting it on his Battle Fury, that could be a problem.
The stacks though were made for the Bristleback. Valentimos will come over for it. He doesn't want to let this one go that easily. They also have some really good vision there from 11Monkeyz and X3. They didn't leave any of the wards. Actually, they used the scan. Dark is coming over. He's gonna block the camp, and it just puts him in a very uncomfortable position. Has the sticks, we'll get to use them, but the grave won't be coming out. Even if it did, it probably wouldn't have changed anything, and still the Dazzle would have died. So overall, you know, not that big of a
BKB first is usually the case.
Sphere on the top lane went for the puck, not gonna be doing anything. Mars used this arena just to be absolutely demolished there, and not really sure who he went for, but either way, against the Rolling Thunder, the arena does nothing. So 11Monkeyz, they're gonna be losing another hero, and X3 again, the dangers of that spell, and because of it, he'll get himself out. Stoikov though, he wants to fight him again, and Arwol gets to the high ground, Swords buckle to the side. You can't go that much forward in the rink. We'll get the silence onto the Bristleback. Oh my friend, I don't need to speak at all to kill the likes of you. Pango caught, the arrow will connect as well. There's no surviving this one, and there's Valentimos. He destroys him, and they get a DD from this beautiful Lord Gabe, and he will be blessing them with it.
Especially the one on Pangolier. I think if Pangolier gets saved, there is something happening, but now they're trying to save this Dazzle, and they are
And actually gonna be quite big. The silence on the Pango though. Oh my god, Natty Narwhal just came into there and got completely broken by Valentimos. This Bristleback is way too strong right now. Tier 3s can't do anything about me. Eat this rock to the face. Dark gets silence. There's not gonna be any grace for you. Actually, there's gonna be a very deep one. You're not gonna be coming out with for the next 28 seconds, and Valentimos just stays in the enemy base. It looks like he needs a tissue for all this goo, but X3 are gonna be needing a tissue for all of the tears that he has just brought them.
Back for me in the observer slot. Sometimes like I usually don't see the Mystic Flare at all when observing and watching from lobby, so that could be it as well. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing this arrow. But for X3, if you're X3, what are you waiting for? You're waiting for BKB on your Ursa, definitely, and now there's a blink on Pangolier. I think they can do something with it, but right now they're just losing their guy.
Oh, are they going to be losing him though? They turn around on BNC and it's going to be a 1-for-1, but the Bristleback is just running from one target to another, and you're just running away from him. While doing that, you're losing heroes left and right. It's very hard for 11Monkeyz to fight at all, ever since the +20 Fury swipe reset time. So really, the Bristleback can easily stand his ground, and Nesfir, he cannot come in twice. He's trying to find the target in the back, and he'll go for the Wisp. Immediately healed up. There's not going to be anything there, and he gets the arrow. Let's get the enrage off, so he's not going to be dying immediately. Valentimos running around, still not being able to do much, and now there's no more enrage. Now you're gonna see what being mad is all about. They have the grave, but look at that damage. Dark, he didn't expect that damage to come out. Okay, you can grave yourself, but I'll kill your friends. He gets disarmed right now. Valentimos though doesn't care. He still has the Aegis. He wouldn't mind dying immediately. The buyback coming out from the Skywrath Mage. In the end, 11Monkeyz, they just lost their Wisp. Sugarrat think about going in. The puck doesn't have the mana, so might be going down, but has to blink out. And finally, PSC comes over in the arena. There is no running away from Valentimos. You will fight him until death. This beast is unstoppable. Where are you going, Sugarrat? Come, be my rampage, be my bonus. Give me what I came for, and that is eternal glory that started off in the Colosseum and ended right outside of it. And this is Dota, where you have to fight an X3 after 22 minutes. They will give up and call GG.
We were worried about 11Monkeyz mid game with Ursa against Bristleback, where Ursa gets a BKB, gets a blink there, gets on top of it, maybe.
Right.